This review's on the movie All the Old Knives. I'm the angry guy. I'm going to tell you like it is. The film begins with Australian officials fear the worst because hijackers at the airport have lowered the blinds on a captured jetliner. To make matters worse, they haven't heard or seen nothing since their last communication with the terrorists. What worries the officials is that they know the fanatics have killed a flight attendant, and the terrorism experts said it would have been impossible for a small group of jihadists to have staged this hijacking on their own. Minutes later, a newswoman in Vienna reported the leader of the hijackers made a terrifying message on the internet. Minutes later, the Australians reported all the hijackers, passengers, and crew were dead. Eight years later, Vick, Lawrence Fishburne, a CIA supervisor, told Henry, Chris Pine, a CIA agent, they opened the books on Flight 127 back at Langley. Henry looked at Vick and said, no one wants to open that can of worms. Vick replied, headquarters feels differently, and continued by saying they caught Ilya Shishani 3 weeks ago in Afghanistan. Ilya told him the hijackers had help from the inside our Vienna complex. Vick went on to say, we need to close the books on Flight 127 to find out if we had a mole or not at this station. Henry looked at the highlighted part of the report and said, that's a Tehran number from Bill's phone. But Bill wasn't the only one using that extension, Vick said. Vick went on to say, if it is her, Cecilia, Tandy Newton, could you bring her in? Henry said, no torch burns for years without oxygen. Besides, the name is Cecilia Favreau now, with a husband and 2 kids. Vick asked Henry if he'll know if she's lying. Henry paused and said, isn't that why you're sending me? With a slight hesitation, Vick told Henry, if it's one of them who was the mole, the department don't want the embarrassment of a trial. You know what that means. Ooh. The film All the Old Knives had some elements of James Bond movie intrigue, but not so much in the action department. The drama and the acting was a plus for the suspenseful script that played fair and believable. Most of the storyline was at a fancy restaurant during the week, which was not their busiest time. During the present moments spent with Henry and Celia, seamless flashbacks were introduced in the film, which did not hamper my eagerness to watch the film to the very end. To tell you the truth, at first I really didn't like Chris Pine as an actor. Maybe because I'm not a Trekkie. But as time marches on, and as we all grow older, our views change. Now I enjoy watching Chris Pine at work. Looking forward to his newest film, The Contractor. Looks pretty exciting to me. Out of an alphabetic score, I give the film All the Old Knives a B-. Just keep in mind, it's not the most action undercover secret CIA movie there is. Would I recommend to watch this film? Yes, especially on a lazy day that you're off. Thank you for subscribing. Appreciate you viewing and value your comments. Thank you. Thank you.